Hello YouTube. It has been a long time. I've been trying to get back into the swing of things and making videos again. So I actually wanted to make a short little video today. I wanted to cover an interesting topic that came up in my chat during one of my Guilty Gear practice streams. It's actually something that I've been wanting to cover for a while now, and that is the discussion of tier lists and character choices in Guilty Gear Strive. So someone in my chat talked about how much they loved certain DLC characters that they added to the game, like Bridget and Testament, but felt like they could not really play them, or rather there was no real reason to play them because they were inherently weaker compared to those who were dubbed the top 5 characters in the game based off of tier lists. So your Happy Chaos, your Ramlethal, Zato, Nagoriyuki, and Leo, for example. And I think some time away from the game has actually helped me in this matter, because honestly, I had the same opinions and same thoughts when I was grinding and competing in this game and just playing tournaments that focused solely on winning and solely on competing. I really loved the character designs and feel of characters they added to the game, like Testament, for example. But I really felt that there was no reason to put any time into them because they weren't as strong as Ramlethal. That being said, some time away from the game has really kind of opened my eyes to how tier lists in general are just BS content that people put out for clicks and views, rather than anything that should be taken as the word of God or taken as gospel. For fighting games, especially ones like Guilty Gear Strive, where a lot of characters outside of the top 5 are still very competitive, still are constantly getting top 8s in tournaments, and still doing very well, depending on the players behind them and how much time they put into those characters and learning matchups with those characters. I really do think that tier lists have kind of broken the brains a little bit of players, and especially casual players in Guilty Gear Strive. I think they add a lot more unnecessary and unneeded stress to the game, where like casual players who are never really touching tournaments, or may go even play like their locals, their 15-20 man locals, are so concerned and so upset about like character strength and character where their characters fall on tier lists, that it kind of takes away the enjoyment from fighting games in general. I really do think that fighting games should be enjoyed first and foremost, especially if you're playing at that kind of casual intermediate level where you're not like some sponsored players playing for high amounts of money. You're not traveling across the country, traveling across the world even, to play in these highly populated tournaments and things with huge prize pools and cash prizes. I think fighting games really should just be enjoyed first and foremost, and you should really just pick a character in general that you just enjoy playing, like whether you like the aesthetics of it, whether you like their move list, whether you like their super thing, like they're super extremely cool to look at. For instance, I really love playing Ramlethal. I love the look of her big swords. I love that she flies around, and I really love her aesthetics. Yes, aesthetics. But I think when I did play Ramlethal, especially when I was just competing in like locals, for instance, worrying about tier lists and worrying about other people's opinions about characters really kind of added, like I said, some unnecessary stress, unneeded stress, and toxicity to the game that kind of just ruined the enjoyment of playing Guilty Gear Strive in general. If you're watching this video and play Guilty Gear Strive, I mean, you know how strong Ramlethal is. Everyone argues that she's like first or second strongest character in this game, and people really hate to play against her, especially online as well. And because of that, it really put that unnecessary pressure to succeed and do well. If you weren't winning with Ramlethal or with a character of that same strength, like Happy Chaos or Nagoriyuki, you kind of felt worthless and not very good at the game, despite technically being in an upper echelon of players compared to the vast population of people who play Guilty Gear Strive. And I'm going to wrap this video up very quickly, but I wanted to actually get your thoughts and opinions as well on what you think about tier lists, what you think about character strength, and honestly just like your enjoyment of fighting games and Guilty Gear in general. I honestly think people should worry less about the character strength and where their character falls on tier lists, and let the small percentage, very small percentage of people, like the top 10% of people playing Guilty Gear Strive or fighting games in general, that are going out and competing at the highest level for money, for fame, for glory, for sponsorships, worry about the character strength and just really focus on and play who you like and enjoy, so you can have fun in fighting games like Guilty Gear Strive first and foremost. That being said, let me know what you think, and of course if you enjoy like smaller videos like these covering a wide variety of topics, advice, things of that nature, let me know down in the comments below. Give me a like, give me a subscribe, all that fun YouTube stuff. We'll be back with more videos. I'm going to try and get back on a regular schedule of uploading videos again, so hopefully you do enjoy this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.